Well, ladies and gentlemen, it seems like Bud Light has gotten to a whole nother level of desperation. Anheuser-Busch as a whole has decided to virtue signal yet again, but this time they're trying to use famous athletes in order to do so, which honestly is hilarious to me because I guess when the trannies don't work, you got to immediately start out with the American athletes, right? So this article from Outkick says Budweiser brings in Ken Griffey Jr. as brand looks to dig out of the Bud Light hole. Ladies and gentlemen, we're going to get into the article, but of course, before we do, just consider giving this video a like to push us out into the YouTube algorithm, and consider subscribing because I'm trying to win a bet here. If you enjoy my content, subscribe, and if we hit 30,000 before the end of the month, Ryan Roger Athe has promised to shave his beard live on Saturday Night Hypnosis, ladies and gentlemen, so let's make it happen. If and only you enjoy my content, that's the only reason I want you to subscribe. The beard is just a plus. So this article says, Anheuser-Busch and Budweiser are bringing in the big guns as they try to dig out of their current Bud Light hole. Now, just to make something very clear, I know a lot of people have been commenting, oh, I'm so tired of hearing about Bud Light and Target. Well, number one, there's thousands of people that disagree with you. Number two, the conversation needs to continue because I guarantee you, your enemies, your ideological enemies, the people who believe in all this woke nonsense, they never tire out. They never quit. They never stop, and that's why they are ahead in the culture war. They are relentless, and if you want me to stop being relentless, I cannot say that I will do so. So I'm sorry, these stories will continue to come so long as there is news about these organizations, and it's not just Target and Bud Light. I just released a video about Nike. If you missed that, go check it out. I also released a ton of videos about Sophia Nombet Entertainment as a whole, Gwen Stacy, all this stuff. I don't talk about just Target and Bud Light. Obviously, there's a ton of those right now because the news is hot, but there's other stories out there. So if you're complaining about not seeing other stories, chances are you're probably not clicking it. So you might want to go check it out. It says, ahead of Father's Day, the beer chain released its newest commercial on YouTube Monday afternoon, featuring a pair of sluggers who go by Ken Griffey Jr. and Sr. Ever heard of them? The 30-second ad features both father and son as they sit on the couch with some Bud, the beer, not the weed, as highlights from both careers play out. In the first video shared by Budweiser since its official YouTube page on April 1st, disastrous shared spirit commercial that came in the wake of the Bud Light Dylan Mulvaney disaster. Let's check out this commercial together live on this video. Let's react to it. Let's go.
In this picture, I've been trying to
playing with my dad. He taught me everything. When I was down,
Gotta use America's sport, baby. Gotta be baseball.
he lifted me up. And his belief in me
500 for Griffey.
taught me to believe in myself.
Father's Day gift for senior.
And that meant everything.
I gotta love it. Virtue signaling to dads on Father's Day. What a great way, Budweiser. Great way to get your name out there. A little bit too late, considering that you believe dads can become moms. So, unfortunately for you, we're never gonna let you live that down. It says, looks like it's a fine commercial. Frankly, I don't have a problem with it. Anytime I can catch some vintage Ken Griffey Jr. highlights on my TV, I won't complain. But with anything related to Bud Light or Anheuser-Busch nowadays, it's obviously going to get broken down like the Zapruder film. That's just the way it goes when you're in so deep that literally nobody's buying your beer anymore. And right on cue, the comments are brutal. Props to Budweiser for leaving them open, though. Credit where credit's due. Yes, the comments are absolutely brutal in every way imaginable. You got this person saying, my father identifies as a mother, so he gets Father's Day and Mother's Day. Still going woke, Scott says. This person says, not even the iconic Griffeys can save this woke product. It says, you're really trying to smooth this over, aren't you? I'll never drink Bud Light again. It's not a boycott, it's an official divorce. Never drinking this product or anything owned by this company again. So listen, ladies and gentlemen, it's bad. It is very bad, and there is thousands of comments like this on that video. If you guys go check it out on the official YouTube video on their page, you will see that they are getting completely roasted. Actually, let me pull it up because I want to see what the dislike ratio is. Look at the dislike ratio, ladies and gentlemen. Look at the dislike ratio. 1,400 dislikes to only 55 likes on 11,000 views, people. This is god-awful. Not only that, 805 comments. 805 comments. They are getting roasted. I'm going to add one to the list. They're getting absolutely destroyed in every way imaginable. This is fucking amazing to me, ladies and gentlemen. I love seeing this. We need to see this more. This is why the conversation cannot stop, people. The conversation cannot stop because if we stop, they won't stop. So we need to be as relentless as they are. Obviously, there are more, but I don't feel like cutting and pasting forever. You get the gist. It's just been an awful 2 months for Bud Light and Anheuser-Busch, and it's clear at this point all the AB products are feeling the impact. Sales are down across the board, AB stock is plunging by the minute, and Bud Light and Budweiser, frankly, were left largely untouched over the Memorial Day weekend. While this is the first official and posted to Budweiser's account in months, it's not the first commercial. Late last month, the beer giant teamed up with Harley Davidson to launch a special can ahead of Memorial Day. Not so shockingly, that little outreach effort didn't go over great with the masses either. All that being said, this is still a fine ad, I get it, and it's cool to see the Griffies together on the couch with cool highlights overlaying the entire thing. It just may be a while until Budweiser, Bud Light, and any Anheuser-Busch product can release something to the world without getting torched for pandering. But at least it was better than the chicken fried commercial. So listen, ladies and gentlemen, it's obvious that they are going to be feeling this ramification of their action for a long time. Bud Light absolutely deserves everything that's coming to them. These comments are just a minute amount of what they've been getting, okay? And we can see just from this video alone how absolutely destroyed they are. Look at these comments. What do consumers say to the woke beer gods? Not today, Budweiser. Not today. If you are a man and still drink Anheuser-Busch products, you are Dylan Mulvaney. I'm not sure if Hank Williams Jr. can save Bud Light at this point. Unfortunately, I haven't had a Bud product in a long time, even before this debacle of having an influencer that isn't a woman acting like a teenage girl that is too young to drink. You broke many walls there, Bud, in every part of the spectrum. And that comment right there is truth all day long. That comment right there exactly exhibits why people are fed up with this. Dylan Mulvaney is the fakest version of a woman. He is a caricature of a woman. He pretends to be a little girl, literally. He pretends to be a little girl because it gets attention on TikTok. It gets all the young Gen Z kids going crazy who can finally see themselves in their mental illness. Like this, Dylan Mulvaney represents that. This person says you need to bring in a switch hitter like Dylan Mulvaney for all your commercials. It is Pride Month after all. A very humble apology would go a long way, admitting you were wrong. Stop this woke madness. I will not buy Bud until they apologize. You shouldn't buy Bud at all, even after they apologize, because they're going to come out and try to apologize eventually, and it's probably not going to work for them. Never drank this slosh, but am thoroughly invested in your demise, Bud. Good, as am I. Dad, don't you mean non-birthing parent? Oh my God, that is so true. The generic terms are very insulting. Very, very insulting. An entity that supports ESG, DEI, CEI needs to feel the squeeze. Huge Griffey fan. He was the man when I was growing up collecting baseball cards. But sorry, Budweiser is dead to me. They lost the whole family of Bud drinkers. And no, we are not right-wing conservatives like the media says. We are all very middle-of-the-road, everyday Americans. I love this comment. This comment right here is the exact thing I've been saying for a long time now. This boycott, whatever you want to call it, is not just right-wing conservatives because that's what the media likes to make it out to be. It's never been just right-wing conservatives. It has always been normal people, everyday Americans that have decided to say enough is enough. We're done. We're through. It's done. Like, we're just fed up. It's stupid already. We've been silent for way too long, and now it's time to speak up with the one thing that matters, which is our dollars. So anyway, guys, thank you so much for watching this video. I hope you did enjoy it. If you did, consider leaving me a subscribe. I would greatly appreciate it. Don't forget to like the video, comment, let me know what you thought, and I'll see you guys on the next one. Hypnotic out.